The whole situation with Sean Diddy Combs is dark. And when I say dark, dark. There's some new information that I just found out, and I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it because it's just crazy to me and it's really dark. First of all, speculation that Sean Diddy Combs did something to Justin Bieber and apparently Usher. And I'm like, no way. There's no way. And looking back, how Sean Diddy Combs loves young children, young teenager boys and girls, and how he groomed them and do sexual things with them, it wouldn't put it past me that he did something to Usher when he was 13 at the time. And I didn't even know that Sean Diddy Combs was his legal guardian at the time at 13, Usher. Never knew that, and lived with him. So just imagine at 13, a young teenager boy exposed and seeing all these crazy parties, freak off parties, things that a teenager boy shouldn't be seeing or experience. None of that. But it's just weird, but he did seen a lot of stuff, expose himself to a lot of stuff, and he wanted to see how fame was. And he probably thought this was like a new norm at the time when Usher was 13. Okay. And another thing I was not aware of, I didn't know Usher signed Justin Bieber when he was just coming to fame. I never knew that. I just found that out, which is very fascinating. So I'm just putting a lot of pieces together, and some things are making sense to me. Think about it. Usher exposed himself at a young age. Sean Diddy Combs, freak off parties. He saw stuff. He's seen things. Probably engaged in some things we don't know. And I feel like Sean Diddy Combs groomed Usher to be like him. And obviously, Usher never said anything. He just kept it to himself. And then signed Justin Bieber. And then introduced Justin Bieber to Sean Diddy Combs. Which, after seeing videos, how Sean Diddy Combs interact with Justin Bieber and just the behavior, it makes sense to me now. It actually makes sense, and it's very disturbing. And I really feel bad for Justin Bieber for the things that happened to him. That he was drugged, he was taken advantage of. People were taking advantage of him and his sexuality and everything, which he was just passed around like a rag doll, which is so not right and inappropriate and wrong. Now looking back, I kind of understand why he spiraled out of control, why he did certain things. He was reaching out for help and he didn't know who he can trust, especially in Sean Diddy Combs group. He didn't know where to go or who to turn to. So it makes sense now why he spiraled out of control and the things that he did. It makes sense now. He was crying for help. He probably felt ashamed of himself because things that was done to him, he thought that he deserved it, or that probably think that he wanted it when he really didn't. He was drugged and he had no idea what was going on. And then I saw videos of Justin Bieber who was just drunk, not knowing where he was at. He just looked so lost and confused. And not feel like Justin Bieber is the victim here. He is the victim. And I hope and pray that he would tell his side of the story and get everything out. I'm glad that he's away from Hollywood, that satanic world over there, and he just had a baby boy with his wife Haley. And I'm just so happy and blessed that he removed himself from that situation, and he has a wonderful wife that's a woman of God and faith, and he's in the right path, but he needs to heal. So I pray for Justin Bieber that he gets the healing that he needs, and he will break his silence and actually tell the truth. Not tell the truth, but speak his truth, pardon me, what happened long ago with Sean Diddy Combs. And it's just sad and unfortunate that happened to him. With that being said, I heard other information that Kim Porter, it seemed like there's new evidence that Kim Porter she didn't die from pneumonia. It's allegedly that Sean Diddy Combs has something to do with it. And thinking back, when she passed in 2018 at the age of 47, I thought to myself, that's pretty young to die at 47 for pneumonia. You know, she was pretty healthy, you know, young. And I'm like, what is going on here? Like, why? What happened? I believe that she was killed. That's just my opinion. I believe she was killed by Sean Diddy Combs because apparently she was going to do a tell-all book about everything that happened in Sean Diddy's world. Because think about it, she was with him for 13 years. 13 years. She's seen everything. She probably witnessed everything. And the things that Sean Diddy Combs did to Kim Porter, which Kim Porter never reported, like Cassidy did when she sued him, he was doing exactly the same thing what he did to Cassidy to Kim Porter. Beat her, tapped her phones, had her watch, everything. What an unhinged man. That Sean Diddy Combs is just psycho and deranged and very unhinged. The same way he did to Cassidy, he did exactly the same thing to Kim Porter. Exactly the same. So it wouldn't put it past me that he had her killed because she was going to do a tell-all book about what was been happening with the freak-off parties, allegedly molesting little boys and girls, and maybe Kim Porter saw it. Maybe there was tapes that she saw and she was like, you know what? I gotta get out of this situation. I gotta get out of this situation and make copies, which she probably did. Make copies so she can have insurance policy. And maybe Sean Diddy Combs took wind of it and trying to take action by getting rid of her. So I would have put it past Sean Diddy Combs, poison her, and the autopsy said, well, she had a ammonia, when really he probably poisoned her with toxin in her tea or whatever, because it doesn't make any sense to me. I believe in my heart and heart, he poisoned that woman because she was going to release all the dirt against him. She was. And there's a new book coming out, Kim's Lost Words. And I cannot wait to get that book because apparently she wrote everything in her diary and then she was going to do the book. But apparently when she passed, someone broke into her home, took her laptop and erased everything. But before they did that, this is how smart Kim was when she was alive. She had 3 different written books that she wrote and gave it to some of her closest friends because she supposedly she had a close, tight-knit friends. Because obviously you can't trust everyone in Hollywood because they might go back and tell Sean Diddy Combs what she was up to. Anyway, so apparently she gave 3 different books to 3 different friends of hers that she was close to. So that's why that's why the book is coming out, because she was so smart enough to release it to some of her friends that she trusted, know that they will one day have the truth come out. And sure enough, everything is coming out. When I say everything, to Justin Bieber, to Usher, to freak-off parties. And another thing that I find out that was just odd with Meek Mills and Sean Diddy Combs, I heard that audio. Oh my gosh, disgusting, disturbing. I'm sorry, I cannot put that on YouTube because I don't want YouTube to cut me off or ban me. But when I heard that, and I recommend, if people haven't heard it, you should go on YouTube or TikTok. That auto sound disturbing. And it sounds just like P. Diddy. It's actually him. I believe that Meek Mills seemed like he did not want to engage in that sexual activity, but Sean Diddy Combs was not saying. Sean Diddy Combs said, you know who I am, you know how I roll, you're going to get this. And sure enough, Meek Mills got it. He got it from Sean Diddy Combs. And luckily, some man, I think his bodyguard, I don't know who he was, he recorded the whole thing. Good for him. So he can blackmail Sean Diddy Combs for some money. This is what people do in Hollywood. They just blackmail each other just to get something. And sure enough, that's what happened. And that's why they released that auto recording, which I didn't even know about. I heard about it, but I didn't actually listen to it until today. Disturbing and disgusting. Listen, it's just weird. It's just weird, and I'm just baffled. But I hope and pray that they reopen the case with Kim Porter. I really do. I pray that they reopen the case and do a apology. Pardon me if I'm saying it wrong. A report and test everything, because it seemed like this was a whole cover-up. Because Sean Diddy Combs knows a lot of people. Okay, he can pay a lot of people off to make it seem like Kim Porter died off of ammonia, which that's not the case. He can just get rid of a lot of evidence. He can, because that's Sean Diddy Combs. Like, if he can do that to what he did to Cassidy and what he did to Rodney, who did a lawsuit against him, I suspect that he had something to do with Tupac Shakur murder and Biggie. Okay? All the evidence is stacking against him. I'm sorry. If he can do that, then he can kill his ex-girlfriend for 13 years, the mother of his children. That man is capable of everything. That man is evil, okay? Evil and unhinged. Now he's on a suicide watch. The same jail that Jeffrey Epstein supposedly commits suicide. That's another topic to discuss. Supposedly commit suicide. I think he's alive. I'm sorry. I think he's alive somewhere, had his face changed, living his best life or something. I don't know. But that's another topic. But let me know what you think about this new revelation about Sean Diddy Combs, about Kim Porter, about Justin Bieber and Usher, and all this crazy freak-off parties. I tell you, and I've been saying this in my videos, when you hide in the dark, things will shed to the light. And everything is coming to the light. When I say everything, everything. So those people who've been in the freak-off parties, they better buckle up, because things are coming out. Things are coming out. And now people are going to see and hear what's been going on. I can't wait till they release some videos so we can all see what's been going on and what I've been suspecting for over a decade. And no one didn't believe me. Everyone thought I was crazy, speculating that Sean Diddy Combs had something to do with Tupac's murder and Biggie. But everyone thought, nah, probably gang related or whatever. No, even Suge Knight knew. He knew this whole time, but everyone thought he was unhinged and crazy. And look at that, he's laughing right now. See, you should have listened to me. That's what he's saying. You should have listened to me. It was P. Diddy all this time. All this time. Yeah, people in his back pocket, P. Diddy, to get rid of and clean things up for him. Just like with Kim Porter, just like with speculation that he burned someone's car. I forgot that rapper's name that Cassidy was dating. Forgive me if I can't remember. But there's a lot of weird crap that P. Diddy had someone cover up for his crimes. And now everything is coming to the light. So let me know what you think, and please comment on below. Thank you so much, and I will stay tuned for more information about Sean Diddy Combs.